A new criminal law bill dropped in Canada yesterday, and it is massive. The bill itself is 167 pages long, and it deals with issues that are about protecting victims of crime. It's trying to address a lot of the court decisions that people have been critical about lately, as well as inject into our criminal justice system something that was never meant to be there: consideration of the impact on victims, rather than consideration of the truth-seeking function of the trial and, if a person is found to have committed an offense, an appropriate sentence for that offense. It's a bit concerning the way that this bill has been structured, but there are a number of things that I specifically wanted to talk about. And I'm going to have to do a few videos to talk about it because there's just so much in here I wouldn't be able to fit in one video. But the first thing I wanted to talk about is the new offense that has been created for femicide. It's not specifically an offense, but it creates a mandatory automatic first-degree murder charge if somebody commits a murder that is a femicide. Specifically, whether or not a person plans a murder, which would make it first-degree murders, planned and deliberate. A murder is a first-degree murder if the death is caused by a person who is engaging in coercive control over somebody or their intimate partner. Or exercising control, direction, or influence over the movements of the person to exploit them sexually, committing an offense of a sexual nature, or committing an offense that is motivated by hate based on a person's ethnicity, their race, their religion, their age, their sex, their sexual orientation, their gender identity expression, mental or physical disability. So essentially, it creates this offense for automatic first-degree murder if the Crown can prove that the killing of somebody was motivated by hate. That's going to be very difficult for the Crown to do. And not only that, but when you read this in conjunction with the other bill that deals with the hate-based crimes in Canada, it really broadens the potential definition of what constitutes hate in a way that is so ambiguous that it could potentially cause harm, and it could cause people who are committing murders that are not truly motivated by hate, but meet the definition of something motivated by hate in the other bill, to become automatic first-degree murder charges. This is quite concerning. In addition, there's also the criminal harassment provision that's going to be added to the criminal code if this bill passes, which says that regardless of whether a murder is planned or deliberate, it's first-degree murder if somebody commits that offense while they are criminally harassing the person. So essentially, if you're stalking somebody and you kill them, then you are committing first-degree murder. Again, criminal harassment is quite a broad offense in law. Criminal harassment can sometimes occur based solely on one unwanted communication. Criminal harassment can occur in situations where you write a website about somebody that they don't like. There's all sorts of things that can constitute criminal harassment, and to bump up something to first-degree murder because of criminal harassment, when criminal harassment can capture such a broad range of conduct, risks taking murders that are not truly first-degree murders and not motivated out of the type of behavior that the criminal code is designed to thwart with these provisions, and instead turning them into first-degree murders. So these first-degree murder provisions are quite concerning. It is going to be something that we have to pay attention to because it could lead to a lot more first-degree murder charges in Canada, which means a lot more complex trials.